Guys, welcome back to the channel. I have just had the best night's sleep I have ever had in 30 years of sleeping outside. Join me to find out which kit I used. So, the ultimate camp bed. I think I've just found it. Last night I decided I was going to try out a few new things. As you know, I am going to be starting a search for the ultimate camp bed. Now, we're going to address the elephant in the tent, and that is of course Zenbivy. If I'm going to make an ultimate camp bed, I cannot not include Zenbivy. Okay, so I got myself the Zenbivy that is most relevant to how I sleep, and across all of the ranges that they do, the only one that has a convertible footbox, which is the kicker for me. I have to have the convertible footbox because I like to starfish in my sleep. Okay, so the only one that does the convertible footbox is the Lightbed, which is fine. I'm not bothered by that. Cool. So I got the Lightbed, and last night I decided I was going to test it out. I've had it for about a week, since last weekend. It is the following weekend. Obviously I wanted to test out my new Zenbivy. So last night I put it to the test inside my birthday present, which is the Nortent Therm-a-rest PT. What a beautiful tent. However, I had the Zenbivy Lightbed, I had the Therm-a-rest Cinchable pillow, and I had the Therm-a-rest Neoloft. Okay, Zenbivy state that their sheets will only fit a 3 inches, I think, thick 3D mattress. So I wasn't sure if they would go together. The good news is they do. And so what ensued, I'm going to show you now, was just the best night's sleep ever. Watch this. What a bloody night. That was so cool. You can see why this costs as much as it does, and why it's as popular as it is. Zenbivy. Wow. If I'm gonna make something, that's gonna be comparable to this, I have got some job in front of me. So I guess this is the bar. I don't think Zenbivy's pillow. I've looked at the system. Downfield pillow, massive inflatable thing, and a pillowcase. Seems like a huge chunk of weight and packability that I don't really want to have to deal with. But this, I mean, alright, it's not the smallest. It does roll down into itself, and it can be compressed. I would sooner throw this cinchable pillow into the pack with the Zenbivy and cinch it all down, because this is going to go inside a Cedar Summit event, you know, the event waterproof compression sacks, and it'll shrink down. I've got a 15-litre one that it'll shrink down into, no problem. If I can't get that in, I'll just put it next to it. It's not the end of the world. I think it's definitely worth it, and I cannot believe, I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's have a look. Can you see this or not? Yes. Look. On Zenbivy's website, they said that their sheets only fit up to, I think it's 4 inches for a rounded one, and 3.5 inch thickness, this is I'm talking about, on 3D shaped mattresses, which this one is. The Neoloft is a blow up but 3D shaped mattress, but it is 5.7 inches thick, which is nearly double what Zenbivy have said it can fit. And so I almost didn't buy the Neoloft because I wanted something that I knew would definitely fit a Zenbivy. But in the end, I thought to myself, maybe the Zenbivy won't be as good as it looks, and I'll prefer to have a Neoloft and some other sheet. What I've ended up finding is that A, they fit together perfectly, and B, I don't think there's a better setup than this anywhere. However, that's just for comfort. You could probably get a self-inflated mattress that would feel a lot better. However, it would be very heavy. This has still got to fit into a bag, right? Yeah, reasonably well. And so I think, within reason, if we're going to say you have to have a blow-up bed as part of the system, rather than a dirty, great big self-inflated roll mattress hanging off the back of your bag, I think this is the best. It's certainly the best that I have ever slept on. I'm comfortable. Doesn't matter whether I'm side sleeping, doesn't matter whether I'm back sleeping, front sleeping, if I'm hot or I'm cold, if it's drafty or not drafty. My pillow, I mean, genuinely comfortable, and like a blow up pillow, you can change how hard it is. You've just got the cinchable thing on the back. It's amazing. Love that feature. The Zenbivy, everybody knows what this does. I got the convertible footbox one. I have to have a convertible footbox because I like to starfish. So I mean, yeah, fair play. Going forward, I'm going to try and make a sleep system that compares to this. Spec, features, weight, and most importantly, price. Oh, and packability, of course, you can't forget packability. It still has to be able to fit inside a 60 litre pack. So this is going to be my challenge for the next few weeks going forwards. I am going to try and make a bed that compares to this absolute monster of a bed. And I mean, this is, I could go back to sleep. I already had about 8 hours, but I could go back to sleep. It's bank holiday, sun shining. Got the window and the door open because it's just nice and aerated. Oh, lovely. And by the way, can I just say, this Vern 1 PC does suffer from a little bit of condensation. It does. But what an absolute cracking, beautiful tent. Beautiful tent. So comfortable in here. Right, so we're going to find out how well this packs down, and back to the head queue. So I mean, if going into the back country or sleeping up a mountain is like this, I don't see what the problem is. This is laughing in the face of nature. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, good lord. Look at this. Honest to God. Work of art. Goodness me. And I have got a Neoloft underneath there. Can you believe it? So, here I am. Here it is. Just finished spending the night on her. Wow. I mean, if you've never seen what a Zenbivy is before, here she is. We've got the sheet that attaches to the mat. As you can see, I've got the lovely Neoloft on the corner there. The sheet wraps all the way around. We have the wings that come up that attach to the duvet. And of course, the pillow barn and hood. Inside, I've got what I think is the most comfortable camping pillow there is. The Therm-a-rest Cinchable, which of course you can adjust to how you wish. solid or not solid, whatever you prefer. I love this thing, it's amazing, and it folds up into its own self and it can be compressed. This is quite a bulky piece of kit, but I mean, like I say, you can squish it down. It is a luxury. If not, there are other blow up wonderful pillows available, but if we're going for straight up comfort, definitely the Therm-a-rest Cinchable. I've got to be honest, this is without doubt the best sleeping system I've ever used. The Therm-a-rest Neoloft, just fantastic piece of kit. You only need it about halfway blown up and it just sink into it, and it just keeps you warm, keeps you supported. Beautiful piece of kit. And like I say, the Zenbivy, what can I say about it? I can now see, let me just lift her up because she's falling off the table. I can now see why people rave about this piece of kit. I have not yet tried to pack it down into a 15-litre pack. I think we'll probably get on with that in a little while. I need to go and have a shower and get myself ready, but goodness me, what a great night I had last night. Oh, it's just so weird getting up in the morning and doing camera work straight away, but this is what it is. Okay, bath time, and we'll come back and pack this up afterwards. Love. Right, what I want to do next is see how well the Zenbivy Lightbed compacts down into this medium-sized E-vent from Sea to Summit compression sack. Takes up a lot of space in the storage bag, so we're going to find out if it will fit into this bad boy. So let's get packing. So first of all, just transfer one straight into the other. Don't forget, this is two bits I've got to fit in here, which is the quilt and the sheet. Oh goodness me. Here we go. This is going to be quite a lot, I can see. Well, maybe. Wow, it actually does go in to the bag. Well, a little bit more coercion. Bloody hell, 15 litres. I don't think I'm getting the sheet in there as well. So this is the medium Sea to Summit one, I think, which I swear is like 12 litres maybe. I don't know. Right. Okay. Okay. This is not actually the worst. And then can I fit the hood and sheet in there as well? Oh dear. Tense moments. Tense moments indeed. Right. Actually, that is a bit of a squeeze, but can I get the thing closed and folded a few times? Hold on. One, two, three. Let's get that around. Okay, she did. And I can feel that there's some actual room for movement there. So she does go into a compression sack. I wouldn't be too happy about compressing it down too much for too long, but we're going to have, for science, this one time, find out what she can do. Here we go. Make sure everything's tapped in nice before we begin the big cinch. So, there we are. Nice. Pull. 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 to be honest, I can go down further than that, but I'm quite happy with that. That's about the same size as a sleeping bag. So it's not that bad either. And so this is what we've got. This is what she looks like packed down. It's not the smallest in the world. I mean, this is comparable to a Neo Air or whatever. It's not too bad. This is really good. This isn't too bad either. I mean, it's a lot bigger than a normal UL quilt, but for the comfort, if we're going for comfort, we've managed to pack it down that small. I think that's reasonable. And don't forget, this is the -12 one. So this is, you know, for most in Britain certainly, this is going to get you through most of the year. You're probably not going to want to use this in summer for sure. And of course, the Therm-a-rest pillow. Now this is taking up a fair amount of space in somebody's sack. Maybe you could get that in the bottom or something, or stand these two up sideways. I don't know, but it is the most comfortable bed I've ever slept on though. And so this is the thing you've got to take into account. This is maximum comfort. Absolute slider to the right over at comfort. We're not taking into account anything other than, can this fit into a 60-litre bag? And so, can we fit this into a 60-litre bag? Only one way to find out, isn't there? I think the answer we all know. It's going to be quite simple. 60-litre bag. What's I got in there? Oh, the rain cover, don't worry about that. So first of all, like usual, you'd put your quilt and your sleeping bag in, no problem at all. And then, let's say I stand it up on this occasion and stick my pillow in beside it. Pillow in beside. There we go. Lovely. Pillow in beside. She fits in, slots in good. Okay, then what? That's nice. And then, like usual, I'd put my bed in anyway, and then my jet oil and everything will go in there. Jet oil, food, or whatever, stove, blah 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 blah. But look, bundles, oodles and oodles and oodles and oodles of room left. So no one can complain about that. So you've got the most comfortable bed on earth that will fit into a bed, into a bag, sorry. 60 litre. This is doing well so far if you ask me. Easy money that, look, easy. Sick. So, what we've got here is all three components inside 58 litre Exos with plenty of room to spare. Excellent, good news. Packability, thumbs up. Okay then, so you've seen it. What an excellent, excellent, excellent night's sleep I had. I can't believe it, honest to God. The bar has been set, and so if we are going to find the ultimate sleep system that isn't a Zenbivy, we're going to have a tough ask. Okay, so in the next few weeks we are going to be looking at sleep pads. I mean, it's a little bit of a moot point here on sleep pads. I'm not really going to probably use the Zenbivy sleep pad, alright? The dimpled baffle thing at 3 inches thick. I've got, hold on. I've got a light tour. I've got a light tour that does exactly the same thing but is warmer, right? So if I wanted a dimpled baffled mattress, then I'm just going to probably use that instead of spending another 200 quid or whatever it is for my size on the Zenbivy version. So if I want a reasonably genuine feel to how the Zenbivy feels, I'll probably buy the pillow but not the mat, and we'll see how it feels in one sort of system, okay? I don't think my back is going to be able to tell the difference between those baffles on the light tour and the baffles on a Zenbivy. If you disagree, say so in the comments. If enough of you think that I'm being silly, then I'll go and buy a Zenbivy bloody bed. However, I don't think it will, and so the one that I've already tested, the Neoloft, that thing is an absolute monster of a pad. There are 2 more that I think can compete in comfort with the Neoloft. And so I am going to look at both of those. I've got one of them behind me. I am going to have to sneakily buy another one because the missus is going to kill me. However, we'll get it done and we'll find out for you. I will do that for you. I have 2 extra contenders to challenge the Neoloft to see which is the most comfortable sleeping pad ever, or which one will go into the ultimate sleep system that is in the Zenbivy, and we will see what we've got. So like I say, the next few weeks there will be a few sleeping pad reviews. There's going to be a couple of quilt reviews as and when I can get them and bring them in, and there will also be many pillow reviews. I've got so many pillows, and we are going to Frankenstein ourselves an actual mega bed that can compete with the Zenbivy system. Okay guys, if you like that and you want to see some more, don't forget, please subscribe, like and share, comment, tell me if there's anything that's missing or you think I should put into this search, anything you think I should absolutely not bother buying. Let me know, do us a favour, I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine, and we'll see what we can get done. In the meantime, take care, have a lovely Easter weekend, and I'll see you very soon. I'll see you very soon, no doubt with some excellent kit reviews. Things are going to go into the ultimate bed system, and also I've got a couple of trips coming up very shortly. One to a historic beautiful castle where I'm going to wild camp with a view out onto the sea, and also there's going to be a woodland camp, and we are going to Wales to go and climb Snowdon. So, take care, and I will see you very shortly. Hike well. Peace.